welcome to Home Gourmet. Now today's show is all about Indian cuisine. Kalu has done a wonderful selection of different Indian curries to make for us. I am in my lovely outfit to kind of go along with the theme.
Yeah.
Kalu, what are we going to start off today's show
Well,
with?
actually 2 Indian and 1 sort of a more South Asian dish.
Yep.
It's Indian-inspired curries.
Okay.
We're using fish.
Yeah.
Plus more South Indian, I think, because we're using coconut milk with it.
Okay.
And of course, as you can see, we have the lovely green chilies
Yep.
here. Chopped tomato, garlic, ginger, garam masala, okay,
Right.
not the roasted curry powder. This is the garam masala, which is the Indian style version of that, which is different. It's a different fragrance, if you see.
Completely different
I
fragrance,
know.
actually.
A little bit of chili powder
Yep.
and onions, of course,
Okay.
and oil.
500 grams boneless, skinless fish fillets, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 1 onion chopped, 1 teaspoon of grated fresh ginger, 2 cloves of garlic finely minced, 2 fully ripe tomatoes, 1 teaspoon garam masala or roasted curry powder, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, freshly ground black pepper, 1 cup of coconut milk, 1/4 cup of water, 1 to 2 fresh chili peppers, cut in half lengthwise.
So, well, we can chat along while we are cooking. So we put our pan
it up
on
nicely.
here.
And
Heat it up.
again, what I love is you've used ingredients that are so freely available here. You can go anywhere, pick them up. Garam masala is something that you can find anywhere.
Anywhere now.
You know, so lots of stuff that you can cook with at home.
Yeah, so we just pop in a little oil into this and get the oil heated.
Yep. Now, is that olive oil or?
Now, this is vegetable oil,
Okay.
Minoli. Nice, we get vegetable oil there. And then into this, we will now, when it's a bit heated,
Yeah.
we will
Add a,
add our nice onions here.
okay.
Right.
And you know what I love about these curry powders and masalas and stuff is just they're like warm, earthy tones. You know, there's
Yeah.
something really kind of comforting about the fact that they.
That's true. That they are nice, warm, earthy
Yeah.
tones, no? It brings you also down to earth.
Yeah.
Right. Ginger, I love ginger.
Yeah.
And I noticed if you look at the Indian curries, there's a lot of ginger, I notice.
Okay.
So you get this to cook nicely for about 2-3 minutes.
Okay. And you stir it continuously.
Yeah, so that I told you this is the garlic which burns, which will not taste nice.
Right.
The garlic turns, it's not nice at all. Then into this, we will put our tomato into this. And keep on swirling it.
You just stir it, stir
It's
it.
amazing the amount of Indian restaurants we have in this country.
I know there are loads
Yeah.
of them. And I think Indian food is probably one of the most popular world cuisines at the moment.
Oh yes,
so-
all over, no? Especially in England.
Yeah.
So now while this is all, the tomatoes are cooking,
Yeah.
we will then add our garam masala
Okay.
and chili powder into it. So again, each to its own.
Right.
To do how much of garam masala you like? You like it spicy, Minoli? Medium?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not
Yeah,
a
no, okay,
huge
fine, then we'll
chili
go easy
person.
on that.
I'm a bit of a
Chili.
kalu sutta, so
Oh yeah.
as people love to tell me. So.
Yeah. But I think you've been living out a lot. No?
Yeah.
I
Well,
suppose when you don't get used to eating curry, then we get this going.
that's nicely said.
Yeah. And then we'll add the coconut milk into it. Nice thick coconut milk.
And get that going. And that garam masala is very fragrant, but it's a
Very
very different.
fragrance from our
Yeah.
roasted curry powder, as you notice.
Yeah.
We get that going.
So that's getting nice and creamy.
Now, if you feel, Minoli, that I like thick coconut milk, but some
Yeah.
people don't.
Okay.
You can add a little water and thin it out.
Right.
But now for the fish, I have used some fresh tuna.
Okay.
I love tuna. You get
Yeah.
very, very good tuna in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
And while that's cooking,
That's right, actually. Tunas. And you know what, actually, I was being very ignorant the other day, but I didn't realize how large tuna is, actually.
Oh my goodness.
They're massive.
They're massive, no?
Massive. Probably the size of this table would be like a medium-sized tuna.
And then we slip the fish into this.
Yep.
Oops, one fell right in. Looks as if diving and wanted to be in this curry, Minoli.
It smells so good.
Longing to get into this curry.
Yeah.
And the green chilies I had left for the last because I like the green chilies not to get mashed up in an awful color.
Yeah.
And I always believe the fragrance of it and the taste of it comes when you add it up last, you see. So I will now fish will take very little time to cook.
Yeah. It's already colored and it's nicely kind of absorbing. Tuna is something that absorbs flavors quite well.
But tuna, exactly. I'm going to, now as you see it's getting thick, so that's the time we'll add a little water. Not to make it too thick.
Yeah.
And let the fish cook in it. And at this time, I will slip in all the green chilies into that.
And Kolo, is this on quite a sort of high heat or a medium sort of
heat? I like
to
cook on high heat because I believe fish must be cooked fast.
Right.
And not kept the other way. I don't know. I like this. The slow cooking methods are good for some things like ambultial and all.
Yeah.
But for these types of fish, it's nice to cook fast.
You want to have kind of a high heat.
High heat and finish it off fast. I'm not giving you a taste.
Nope.
I'm going to take you up to the restaurant. Right? You're
Yeah,
going to have early
and I are
dinner.
having dinner together later on, so you can join us when we actually taste all these wonderful curries he's making.
Yeah.
So we're going to head into a little break, but don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with a lot more from Kolo. We'll see you soon. Hi and welcome back to Home Gourmet. We're having part of an Indian special today. We've got two lovely Indian curries. If you missed the first half of the program, Kolo did a beautiful, beautiful fish curry for us. Kolo, there's a ton of ingredients here. We've got some delicious looking seafood. What else and what sort of magic are you going to work with this?
This one is not Indian. It's slightly South Asian, more Singapore Thai sort of thing.
Right.
And as you see, so many ingredients which are intimidating. A lot of them are going into making a sort of a curry sauce first. So basically, we are talking on all the items on this side. As you can see, let's see if we can identify them. That is soy sauce, fish sauce, brown sugar. We have cumin and the sweet cumin. Then we have, coriander and cumin. Then we have the onions, green chilies. We have garlic. We have the lemongrass, ginger, fenugreek, tamarind paste, turmeric, and cinnamon.
For the spicy curry sauce, 1 cup thick coconut milk, 1 teaspoon tamarind paste or substitute juice of 3/4 of a lime, 100 grams onions sliced, 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, 1 thumb-sized piece of ginger thinly sliced, 1 stalk of fresh lemongrass, 1 to 2 green chilies, half a teaspoon fenugreek seeds, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, half a teaspoon turmeric, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon ground coriander, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of soya sauce, and 3 tablespoons of fish sauce.
We are going to put all this into a liquidizer along with the coconut milk and get ourselves a nice curry sauce. That's what we're going to do. You can hand them over one by one to me, and I will nicely pop it in. Okay. Well, they're all there on one side, so it shouldn't be difficult, Minoli. Okay, so we start off with these. I'll take a bit of this cinnamon and put them into this. And, just pass me on. We put a bit of fenugreek. Ginger.
This lovely, lovely fragrant lemongrass.
You love lemongrass also, no?
I love it.
It's a rage, all over now.
It is, and I had the most beautiful lemongrass iced tea the other day, which was just delicious. Delicious. It's such a refreshing thing to have in the heat.
I think they make ice cream out of it also, no?
Okay.
Yeah, I went to some joint the other day where they had lemongrass ice cream, there's lemongrass, right? All sorts of things they make with lemongrass now.
I know they use it in a lot of spas and all these treatments. You can have like a lemongrass scented oil.
Oil and everything, Oil, plus you can swallow it after that in a tea. So all the lovely fragrances go into this to make the lovely paste. Okay. And we put the onions. Lots of yummy things. So whatever the result, the result is going to be good.
Because you've got all these great flavors. And what a lovely base to have for the rest of your dish.
Yeah. So quick and easy. Takes a bit of time, but not so complicated.
Truly worth going through all
this. I know. So that we have the fish sauce. So I'm not adding salt, as you know, because the fish sauce.
Sugar.
And then we put the sugar.
Just for a touch of sweetness.
Yeah. All the bit. I know something. It's the lemongrass. When you have lemongrass, I noticed that sugar always complements lemongrass.
Right.
So hence I think the ice cream also.
Well,
that's what happens.
Benefits
from that. So that's a nice coconut milk, rich coconut milk. So this is basically your curry base for all the seafood. Now the seafood, as you can see, Minori, we have got cuttlefish.
Nice
prawns, and some mullet.
Okay.
All three kinds of fish.
So while Kolu blends this, why don't you take a look at some great facts that we have for you, and we'll see you after you've had a look at that and go in for a little break, and we'll see you after that. Many recent studies confirm the numerous health benefits of seafood consumption. Not only is it a delicious source of protein to incorporate into your diet, it has also been proven to offer many benefits to the heart, brain, and other areas of health as well, giving you even more reason to enjoy some of your favorite seafood dishes. In fact, the American Heart Association recommends eating at least 2 servings of fish each week for better health. Here are some recent recommendations and studies demonstrating the health benefits of seafood. The Journal of the American Medical Association found that modest consumption of fish reduces risk of coronary death by 36% and the rate of death by 17%. Researchers found that the health benefits of eating seafood outweigh the potential risks. Modest fish consumption, which is characterized as 1 to 2 times per week, was found to reduce the risk of coronary death by 36% and the overall rate of death by 17%. Especially species that contain high levels of omega-3 fatty acids. Numerous sponsored studies have also concluded that eating fish can help your heart and reduce your risk of dying from a heart attack by 1/3 or more. Great, so you've given that a good sort of swish around.
Swish around, actually see, this is like almost a Thai green curry paste.
Okay.
Most of the ingredients are the same. And we shall now take this off the liquid blender.
Okay.
Put the blender aside. And now, let's see what we do this. We get the saucepan on top of this.
Get it nice and hot.
And we pour this sauce into this.
Right, so that goes straight in there without the oil or anything?
Without oil.
Okay.
And then you can either, if you have kaffir lime leaves, you can add to it.
Okay.
But I prefer because I'm going to have basil leaves instead.
Okay, nice.
So we'll give it. Because of the tamarind, there's plenty of tamarind inside this.
So that's a nice sort of rich looking consistency that's going in.
Yeah, nice green color actually, So this is basically a nice
like a
green curry paste with coconut milk in it.
Super.
It's all there. So we go there. Then I'm going to put in my basil leaves and let it cook first.
And that's another thing, basil and seafood go very well together.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a beautiful combination.
Even sometimes you just fry it and put it on top of it. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's a garnish. Just lightly fry it in hot oil. Just gently put it in.
Yeah.
Take it out. It's amazing what comes out,
Lovely.
So we get this to cook first.
Okay. Give it a good stir in there.
And then it's very easy. All you do is you just put in your aubergine. And we slip in the tomato.
Oh, it's going a lovely kind of mustardy, yellowy green color, which is nice.
It's like green with envy here.
Yeah.
It's like those green-eyed monsters you see in Colombo. Right. Now you sit in the curry here. Okay.
You are wicked. I love it.
Yeah. So we have this frothing away here and it's not spoiled. And into this, we will slip in our seafood.
Okay.
So even though there were a lot of ingredients and looking so intimidating,
it's
just kind of quick and easy. So there it's cooking, Minori.
Wonderful.
And we shall go on from here to get our next curry in order.
Okay, great.
And I'm going to just check for I'm not giving you the taste now.
Yep, no, I'm sort of holding myself back.
Now the fragrances are coming. Can you get the?
I can.
It's just only now that it's all.
It's kind of like all infusing together and sort of all these flavors
all
are
getting
being released.
Cooked only now. So.
Wonderful.
There it is.
Great. So while this cooks through, and Kulu, would you like to put it on the noodles or we'll plate it up?
We'll plate it last minute. It will be too soggy and we won't enjoy the noodles. So when we go upstairs, we'll have it on the noodles.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
So why don't you at home take a little break, but don't go too far. And if you do, come back soon because we're back with more from Kulu. We'll see you soon.
Okay.
Spicy seafood with noodles. 200 grams filleted fish, 200 grams shelled and deveined prawns, 200 grams cleaned cuttlefish, 2 whole kaffir lime leaves, 1 small eggplant, 1 green bell pepper chopped into bite-sized pieces, 1 cup cherry tomatoes or 2 medium tomatoes cut into wedges, 1 can pineapple chunks drained, or 1.5 cups fresh pineapple cut into cubes, 20 grams of fresh basil. Hi and welcome back to Home Gourmet. Kulu and I have been having a bit of a giggle during the break, but now we're back with some serious cooking. And now this is an Indian curry because I got the last one wrong. That was
this is the Indian style, but of course I'm spicing this up.
Yeah.
Now, before anything we go any further, we must tell the audience who the other people, guys who are watching, the ladies and gents, that last time I didn't add the pineapple into the seafood. I didn't do that because that you must add the very last minute before you're serving.
Right.
Otherwise the juice of the pineapple starts going out and they make the coconut milk separate.
Right.
So when we're about to eat, we get it all put together and then serve it. So please remember, you just add that at the last minute. So anybody wondering why I didn't use a pineapple which was there?
That's why. There you go. You have your explanation.
Okay, now this is a nice spicy prawn curry.
Okay.
If you notice here, I have the prawns.
Yeah.
I have taken the heads off and pulled out the insides of this.
Okay.
And leaving, clean as you can see, it's all cleaned up there. And here it's very easy. There's some lime juice, turmeric or Indian saffron, chili powder, the rind of some lime. This is rampe.
Which we use in a lot of our curries.
Lemon grass, fenugreek, cinnamon, and of course curry leaves.
Okay.
A quick and easy and simple prawn curry. Prawns must be cooked fast too. So let me get going with it. As usual, we
nice
get our hot pan first. But into this pan, we'll be pouring some coconut milk into this.
And you know what I love about all these curries? They've got this nice, rich, thick, creamy kind of base that you can just really dive into and enjoy.
I know some people have, I enjoy having coconut. I love the flavor of coconut milk.
Same here.
Right? So I think most people do. I have found very few people who don't. So there I put the curry leaves in.
Okay.
Right. I put a stick of cinnamon into that. Some of the lemongrass, which will give it a nice flavor.
Yeah. Lemongrass kind of gives that very subtle, you know, it's subtle, but it's a beautiful flavor.
The rind of lemon. The rampe, or the pandan leaves as they call it.
Okay.
And some chili powder. I put a little extra. I know you don't like it, but you're going to...
I'm going to learn to eat it.
Eat it. Live with that one. Okay. So... those are all going there.
Okay.
And then for the lime juice and the prawns and the salt.
Okay. Sort of
the salt also we can add now and then check for later. Get this to cook well. As usual, I have some water on the side in case it gets too thick.
Okay.
And we feel like thinning it up a bit.
Okay. And again, it's nice. I mean, you've got all these wonderful flavors going into it. And I mean, and cinnamon is something that we have, you know, we're probably the only country that actually produces cinnamon.
Well, India has started growing, but 90% of the cinnamon is grown in Sri Lanka, worldwide.
Yeah.
Right, and now I think the biggest buyers of our cinnamon is Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. And while it gets heated up, we are going to have a nice feast upstairs.
I know, yeah, I can't wait actually.
And it's all seafood, if you noticed, in this program.
Which is lovely, and all these like beautiful, delicious, thick curries. And actually lemon, I love eating there. It really is actually my favorite restaurants in Colombo, so looking forward to going up there and relaxing after watching Kolu cook so hard.
Yeah. Now it's getting that nice bubbly stage, so I'm going to slip the prawns into it.
Great. And it's nice, I suppose, especially when you're serving curries like this, like you said, to have the tail and everything in.
Well, you know, a lot of people find it a nuisance, but actually like this, it'll flavor the gravy better because of the skins and everything in it.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a nuisance, but it's nice to pick it and eat it. Like having a good crab curry, you know?
Yeah.
That's another one which you
nice,
need
and it also looks beautiful when you serve it to have, you know, the shell on, and it looks great. Yeah,
so it's a little deadly in the sense it'll be chili hot, but it doesn't look chili hot.
Yeah, it's deceptively deadly.
But of course, when you have a little steamed rice, which I'll be serving it with,
it kind of cuts out the flavors of it.
Right. So there it's cooking there. And the last thing we do is we'll add the lime juice right at the end.
Okay.
Right.
Because if you add it earlier, will it sort of separate?
It may curdle. Yeah. So it's better to put it last of all, and somehow I find that adding that lime juice at the end keeps that acidity nice. The levels are very good. Okay. I would just add a bit of water to thin it a bit.
Okay. Right. And I can kind of get this sort of cinnamon and lemongrass kind of
mix a lemongrass, yes.
A fragrance that's coming out of that, which is really nice.
I know. So there we go. The prawns are almost cooked.
Wonderful.
Right. I'm going to have a bit of a sneak taste.
Just to make sure that your seasoning's right. Right. Always taste before you serve. It's vital. Yeah. Right, so
I can do
a bit of salt. Right, while Kolu and I finish off this dish, actually while Kolu finishes off this dish and I watch, why don't all of you at home take a quick look at the recipe and then do join us as Kolu and I go upstairs to Lemon and try this delicious food that he's made. We'll see you in a minute. Spicy prawn curry. 1 small stick of cinnamon, 1½ teaspoons of fenugreek seeds, 1 sprig of fresh curry leaves, 1 stem of fresh lemongrass bruised, or 2 strips of lemon rind, 1 strip of rampe leaf, ½ teaspoon ground turmeric, 1 to 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon salt or to taste, 2 cups thick coconut milk, lime or lemon juice to taste. Right, well, you've had a look at the lovely recipes that Kolu's put together for us. And Kolu and I are now going to indulge and taste some of that wonderful food, which we've kind of been waiting the entire show to do.
I know.
Well, I have.
And I have not allowed you to eat at all.
I know, and we're at Lemon, which is really my favorite restaurant, so
thank you, Minoli.
Excited to be here and can't wait to tuck into it.
Yeah.
You know, and the evenings, Kolu, at Lemon are spectacular, actually, especially
very nice.
on the terrace with
on the
sunset.
terrace, if it doesn't rain.
Yeah.
With the monsoons, you can't help it. It does rain. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's quite a nice place to come and hang out, have a drink, have a cocktail,
and enjoy. Wow.
and enjoy what
Look
we're
at
into.
this.
So
My
these are the
goodness.
3 things we did.
What
And
a treat.
What are you planning to start on, Minoli?
I don't know. You tell me, Kolu. How should I start this off?
We'll take a little bit of this first.
Okay.
And I'll take a prawn while they're doing that.
Okay. I mean, it looks beautifully cooked through, perfectly done. And I love the fragrance that I'm just getting off this. You know, I wouldn't want to kind of spoil it by adding anything else to it because, you know,
I know.
it's got this
Sometimes the
lovely-
taste is at one at a time. You know, otherwise you mix it up, then you had nothing but problems with it.
That's lovely. You know what I like, Kolu, is, you know, you used all these wonderful spices, but they're very subtle. And you get like small little hits of, like, you can taste the coconut milk, you can taste that lovely curry paste that you put in, you know, beautiful
The thing is, Minoli, you
fragrance.
had the main feature of the dish is the fish. So you don't try to drown the fish with other things.
Yeah, which is beautiful.
The
and
other
it's,
ingredients must complement the fish.
Yeah,
That's the whole point of
yeah,
using all these condiments cleverly.
yeah.
Well, I must say I enjoyed it.
Really, really did hit the spot. So while we continue to finish and polish off the rest of this food, we've got to say goodbye to you, but as always, Kolu has done wonderful dishes, and I can't wait to see what he's got planned for next week. Thank you, Kolu, so much.
Thank you, Minoli. It was always a pleasure cooking with you.
Great. And we'll see all of you at home next week. Again, our web address is www.homegourmet.lk. If you'd like to learn more about these recipes, please log on to that, and I'll see you next week with Kolu. Goodbye. Thank you, Kolu. I'm just going to continue whacking this.